Guys, in this video we're going to take a look at how you can dramatically improve your Bluetooth sound by changing these three settings on your Android device. So this is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and running Android 10. So if you are running Android 9, the settings is a little bit different. So now the first thing that you want to do is swipe down at the top here to open up the notification panel, and here you can see it shows media. If media in devices is not showing, you can go into swipe down. So if we swipe down once more and tap on the menu key here, then tap on quick panel layout, make sure that show media and devices is switched on. Once it is switched on, it should show in the quick panel right here. So it should show down here, and you can tap on media. In media, you can see at the bottom here it shows our audio output. So if your phone is actually currently outputting the audios, you can select other options. If such as the Galaxy Buds here, I can select that, and I can also select this My Gig Q9. So I can select the Q9 to have my audio output as well. So with the Galaxy S10, I can have audio output to two different sources at the same time. Now, depending on your device, other devices may not be able to do this, and you can see that on the Bluetooth output device, it can give out a better sound quality than my phone. So that is one of the ways how you can improve your sound, is by selecting the correct audio output. And in here you can also increase or decrease the Bluetooth audio sound, as you can see right there. And you can also go directly into SmartThings settings. So if you tap on here, this will take you directly into the SmartThings settings. In here you can open up each of the device, and then you can see if it's connected correctly, if it's set as an audio output or not. And you can also tap on connected device settings to change the settings. So this is connecting to the Galaxy Buds right here, and you can see it's a tap open related app, so I can tap on that, and this will open up the related apps. So in here you can further customize what you can do. And here in the Galaxy Buds, I can change the equalizer to bass boost, soft, dynamic, clear, and triple boost. So depending on each of the different devices, you can change or customize the sound individually. So that is one of the things, is to go into media and make sure that you set the correct audio output. And you can in here change the volume level to make sure that it's playing at the correct level that you want to hear. Now another things that you can do is swipe down and then tap on the settings icon. In settings, you can go down. So in here, what you can do is go down to sounds and vibrations. In sound and vibrations, you can then tap on sound quality and effects. And at the top here, you can turn on Dolby Atmos. So make sure you switch them on. And in here, once you switch them on, you have different options that you could choose. Now another way you can quickly turn on Dolby Atmos on or off is by swiping down the notification panel. And here, if you swipe across, you can see there is Dolby Atmos that you can quickly toggle on and off. Another way to get into the settings is by tap and hold, and this will allow you to quickly go in here, and then you can switch it on. And here you can choose auto, movie, music, or voice. Now by default it is set to auto, so for most people it is set to auto. And if you use auto, sometimes you might hear the sound might be a bit flat, or it doesn't sound as good as it should be. So you can choose movie. If you're watching a movie, watching movies from YouTube's videos, you can choose movie. If you are listening to music, then you can choose music. So make all your music sound richer, fuller, and more balanced. If you listen to a podcast, you can choose voice instead of music or movie. So select the correct settings to whatever you are listening to at a time will definitely help improve the sound of your Bluetooth. So that is one of the things that you can do. Now if we go down to settings here, you can also tap on the writing. Instead of tapping on the icon, you can tap on the writing down here, Dolby Atmos, and that will quickly open up the shortcuts, which you can choose auto, movie, music, or voice. So you can choose it directly from here, and then if you tap on details, then that will take you to this settings page. So there are just different ways how you can go into this same settings. So that is number 2, and number 3 is swiping down the notification panels, go into settings, again go into sounds and vibrations, then go down and tap on sound quality and effects, and here tap on equalizer. So in equalizer, it allows you to change the depth of your volume, so you can choose normal. By default it is set to normal. So normal is, you can see, it has a flat line, so everything sound very flat, and that is what most people actually hearing flat sound, because it is using the default. So you can go in here and choose pop, classics, jazz, rock, or you can even customize your own sound level. So in here is the sound levels that I have already set for my phone. Now you can go in here and set your own custom level by dragging one of these bar up and down. So as you listen to music, so try to play a song on your phone and then go in here and adjust the bar. Now there is no one definite settings that make it sound good. It all really depends. It all come down to your own personal taste. So if you have a different taste, you might want to adjust this bar individually one by one, and then see how you feel with the sound of the music. And once you're happy, you can just leave it as that. So this is just my settings, and at any time you can always go back to pop or go back to custom. And that's it. So equalizer is something that you can change to improve your sound as well. So I'm going to choose custom for my sound. And so those are the 3 things that you could try. Select the correct output sound. Try to turn on Dolby Atmos from this settings here. So turn on Dolby Atmos, and you can also change the equalizer to make it sound better. So a lot of the times, if you play on speakers and you might think the speakers doesn't sound as good, just make sure that before you go and return those speakers, make sure that you go into the settings and adjust the settings accordingly. And if it still doesn't sound good, then you can just decide if you want to return your Bluetooth speakers. But definitely try to change the settings first before you do that. Okay, here is my Samsung Galaxy S9 or the S9 Plus. So this is the S9 Plus, and you can see here the settings over here is a bit different. So if I swipe down at the top here to open up the notification panel, you can see I have smart things. Instead of meters icon, I have smart things, and in smart things it's pretty much the same thing. You can tap on audio output, and here it will expand out the audio output, and I can choose my Galaxy Buds, my phone, and at the moment it's not showing this one here. So I can tap on that to connect to that device. I can set the audio output to headphone. So you can see it shows here my Galaxy Buds have 95% battery. So I can choose the output to the Q9. I can choose audio output here and quickly select a different output source. Or I can choose dual audio. And so that is a little bit different with Android 9. I got smart things. Android 10, I got media showing at the bottom here, and I can tap on that to go into the smart things panels. And here in the smart things panel, you can see it got always show audio output, and then nearby devices. I have both of these devices switch on, and I can switch them off or on. So if you don't want them on, you can switch them off like so. So if you want your audio to go back to your phone, you can just simply tap on audio output here and then choose my phone, and this will use the phone speaker instead of your connected Bluetooth device. Now if you go into settings, I'm going to go swipe down, go into settings, and then I go into sounds and vibration, and you can see the settings in here is a little bit different compared to Android 10. This is Android 9. And if I go down to system sounds, and I think I have to go into advanced sound settings in here, and then if you tap on sound quality and effects, you can see in here if I choose customs, or if I choose, and you can see you even got the basics button here that I can choose. And if I tap on basics, it go into this knob that I can choose. It's like a knob here that I can change the bass and the trebles. So it's different in terms of there's advanced and basic functions, whereas in Android 10 there's no advanced or basics. There's just one settings that you can only choose. You got instrumental or vocal, and if you choose in advanced, then you can customize the equalizer as well. So that is the difference between the two. And over here, if you tap on the top, you can again choose pop, classic, jazz, rock. So if you choose pop, you can choose that and then go back. And with pop, you can also I don't think you can customize, so you can't, if you choose pop, you can't actually customize. You can see that if I choose pop, I cannot customize any of these items down here. So if I want to customize the bass, the trebles, or the instrumental or vocal, then automatically the equalizer will set to custom, like so. And so those are the two differences. If you are going from Android, if you have an Android 9, you would do things a little bit different to Android 10. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.